Hello and welcome back to my channel and my Satisfactory playthrough. So today I think we're going to have to start out with a power grid expansion because it's time for us to get our advanced steel production set up, but obviously we're pretty much maxed on power consumption, so I think we need to expand our grid before we're going to be able to actually add the advanced steel production. I need to run around really quick and make sure that I have enough supplies on me because we're going a little ways away. Oh, which I just remembered, I don't have to run around. I just go up to the top floor and I can get everything there. That's pretty convenient. Of course, I already can't remember how I laid all of this out. That's adaptive frames. Here's our plates. We'll grab a whole extra stack of those. We have enough reinforced plates. Probably have enough wire. Rods, we're probably good on. We definitely need some concrete. Might as well fill up on our rebar ammo as well. Alright, we're going to refill our screws. Oh wait, we already had an entire another... Oh no, we had 200. Those can go back in there. You just don't use that many screws once you have things automated. Alright, refill on rotors. Alright, let's see here. Soon we're going to have hyper tubes. That's going to make things so much nicer. I put them everywhere, so you'll be able to jump in a hyper tube and have it just take us right over to the power grid, which will be getting moved before too long because I think we're going to be moving on to oil soonish. The nice part is once you're on like the coal power and the other renewable ones, you can leave them set up, so even when you move on to the other power grid, you can still have the production from your coal power added in with like the oil or whatever you're moving on to. I really need to put a road through here because this ground is extremely uneven and it definitely slows you down quite a bit. Wow, that was almost bad. I went down that ramp thinking it was still the way it was before. I forgot we had put that little corner in there, which probably wasn't the best move in hindsight. Kind of made it unnecessarily difficult. Alright, so I think this was maxed, right? Because this is taking... These four would be using 60. Was this a 60 or a 120? We're going to have to run over and look. Two normals there. And then I think it was another normal over here. Give us more coal. Alright. There's this one here, but it's got this thing on top of it. I don't even know how close we are to unlocking black powder to be able to blow it up. I don't need to mine it, though. Alright. That's not the most convenient thing. It says there's more way up there. That's a long way away. We did already build this ramp up there, though. Ugh, maybe we should just go see if we can find something up there. Suppose it's not that big of a deal. I mean, it's not like it's the other side of the world or anything. It's just 1,000 meters. I just want to get our power lines up here, then we'll grab the tractor. Of course, I'm not sure that there's actually a way to get the tractor onto the other side of the conveyor because I kind of didn't build them the best, apparently. I didn't leave myself any space here. Oh, wait here. This is perfect. There. That's actually not too bad if you were actually coming from the base. I feel like riding this thing in real life would be terrifying because of the way you're just like precariously hanging on the back of it when you're going up hills and stuff. Like, I would end up falling. There's no way. Now, for the sake of keeping everything together, we will just get over to this coal and probably bring it all the way back to where we already have our coal power plant set up. Just because then we don't have to screw around with finding water again and having it all split up and whatnot. Had I already... What was this conveyor for? Maybe I already found coal up here. I did. I already put a miner on it and everything. We just need to get the power up here. That's actually not as far as I thought we were going to have to go, especially because we can just, like, get it down to there, use a or, well, did we want to use a conveyor lift? Yeah, we'll probably use a conveyor lift. Just trying to keep this on one side so we can put the conveyor on the other side and hopefully still fit the tractor through. The other nice thing about the hyper tubes is once we unlock those can go right on top of the, you can stack them on top of the conveyor stacks. We'll end up moving the conveyors to the other side. We're gonna stack this to keep it in a way where the vehicle will be able to still pass through here, because it's gonna have to be to get it on the right side of the floor here, we're gonna have to bring it across, so we want it up out of the way. Alright, now let's run these power lines. Over, what? That's not gonna work. That's what I get for trying to worry about where the vehicle's at. We'll just move it over here. Alright. So, like I was saying, take our power over there. Gonna say I hear footsteps. Oh, I hate those things. I hate those things. No. No, 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 no. Those things are so creepy. No. I absolutely can't with that thing. That is the creepiest thing I've ever seen. No. Go away. Go away. I really don't like you. I'm sorry, but no, it literally gives me the creeps. Like, I have chills right now. I cannot with that. Way too close to a spider. Oh, I think that's uranium right there. Oh my gosh, there's more than one up here too. That's so horrifying. I'm never coming over here again. There's no way. Go away. Ah! I have no... Oh, it's still alive. I got really excited. I was gonna say, I have no shame about that because those things are super creepy. How am I gonna get the power line connected without that thing attacking me again? They're so fast. This is so much worse than the last time I was being chased by a monster, dude. I can't with this. Go away. I don't even know if the vehicles hurt them, to be honest. It just keeps getting up. I'd really rather you just not. Oh, we're just gonna have to do this. I hate it. Okay. I still need to know how much that's producing. Oh wait, there's another way to find out. Map? It does not show me the ones I've already developed, so I'm gonna have to scan really quick. Alright, that is a pure. That's gonna give us 120. That's plenty. We'll be able to do another 8 generators off of that. Now we just have to figure out getting it back to where the coal power is without dealing with any more of those things, because I actually just can't. I think it's like activating my spider phobia, and I literally just can't deal with them. The rebar gun makes no difference for me with those things. Like, I'm just like, no, I don't care. I don't care if I have a rocket launcher. I'm still not wanting to deal with those things. Alright. Just gotta get this down one more set of ramps here, and we should be getting back to the power generation area. I totally forgot. I got so distracted with that creature that I forgot I was gonna do a lift to bring this down faster, and that's exactly what we're gonna do up here, because it will save us a lot of time getting this down this other set of ramps. I don't know why I forgot that. It really would be much more convenient than this. Belt is too steep. I can't do that anyway. Okay. What if we do this? It's probably going to be too... that won't be able to work. Okay. Why am I having so much trouble thinking about this here? Like, is it better if we put it down further, or is that actually going to make it worse? No, that is actually better. Okay. There. Put another one there. Alright, how are we going to do this? I think I'm going to do it like this. Yeah. So, we're probably going to have to move the tractor. So then we'll come up here and just get the conveyor down to there, and then we should be able to just do a lift. I just thought about the fact that we have to do something different, because there's 120 of this, which means that there should be either two of these conveyors, or there should be a Mark II conveyor. And I don't think we have enough reinforced plates on us to do a Mark II. Actually, I don't think we have enough of the resources to do either of those things. So maybe we should just try to do the Mark II all the way up, honestly. I'll just run through and upgrade these real quick. Which is unfortunately going to involve a trip back to the base because I'm out of reinforced plates. Okay, that should give us plenty, I believe, to get the upgrading done. So I'm just going to run back over there. Alright, let's see. How far up here did we get with the upgrading? I think I am actually just going to go all the way back up and start working my way back toward this. I got up to here, it looks like, because I'm really dreading it because of those creatures. So oh no, I'd rather just do it quickly. Also, it doesn't look like the vehicle's going to fit the rest of the way up here, which I absolutely hate that. I am not excited about this. Can I maybe do it without getting close enough to, like, trigger them? Alright, now we can resume what we were doing. Assuming I can get off this ramp without falling. Not that I don't think it'll really hurt me, but it is, you know. It's kind of a long way down. Hey, I turned around. I didn't even think I had space to do that. Still managed to fall, but it's fine. We magically stayed on the back, even though we're just standing there with nothing holding us on. Sometimes my camera gets really messed up when we go through certain spots with this thing. Alright, so yeah, let's do a Mark II conveyor lift off of there. Down to there. Then we'll come down here to see what we need to do from there. I mean, that gets it down pretty efficiently, actually. We're going to split it now so that we can just do regular conveyors from here. Just because after that, I'm a little low on reinforced plates back at the base. Kind of took that down a little further than I needed to. Alright, so we'll make that Mark II, but then we're going to do a splitter. Like there. And then we'll do 2 runs there, and then we can go back to Mark I conveyors. Alright, so then we're just gonna bring this whole stack over to the power grid. And I wonder how far we're gonna have to go for coal for our advanced steel production. Alright, just about there. Keep clicking the wrong spots here and picking the wrong parts. Alright, let's see here. I have to figure out where I want to put this section. We'll probably do 4 generators now and leave the other coal here for the time being. Until we need it. For some reason, I'm having trouble getting these things to want to go on top of there. So I think we could take it over this way. Or we could bring it over this way too, actually. Oh no, I gotta run back to the base for more plates. At least we don't have as far to go this time. No matter how many you bring with you, it just never ends up being enough. Okay, now let's see here. Nice, so 4 more coal generators. See if we can keep them lined up right here. Okay. So one of them is not right. This one's not right. It's bugging me. It's sticking out a little bit. Oh, now it's going to be even worse. There we go. Alright, perfect. Now, let's do 1 more row of floor just so we're not too tight on space here. We're going to do water extractor here. And a water extractor over here. We had just enough reinforced plates. Wow. Cutting it close. Alright. Let's see here. We did get our stackable pipe supports unlocked. But I don't think we're going to use them this time because I think we're going to be trying to bring the pipe up under the coal here. Took me a second to figure out what I was trying to say there. Let's just do it like this. There. All the way to the end here. Pipe supports. There. Think about there. And then we'll do one like close to it but not connected. Okay. Get in there. Pipes up here. We gotta do a pump. And also we need to get power over here. Alright, that should be able to fill that up there. Alright, so we're going to leave one of the coals there for now since we don't know exactly where it's going to end up going when we need it. We don't currently need it, so... And this one thing of coal will be enough for us to do all of these. What did we figure out? Did we figure out it was better off starting closer to where the coal is coming from? I think that's probably better. So let's connect this one to the water. Let it fill up there. Connect all these to the power grid. Alright, so let this one fill up. This whole process always takes a minute. I think we're unfortunately going to have to do our advanced steel production in the next episode because of how long the power grid upgrades take, but at least now we'll have plenty of power to not only do that, but we should be able to also set up the hyper tubes before we have to add any more power, which will not only make the fast travel faster, it'll also make it kind of fun, so that's nice at least. Alright, then we need another splitter here. Right, that should provide enough water for the other two generators here once it finally fills up here. Alright, let these guys get filling up with water here. Alright, so our first generator's full, so we can go ahead and conveyor the second one. Now we'll let that one fill up and just keep working our way down the line here. Alright, second one is full. Go ahead and connect the third one. Alright, the third one is full, so now we can go ahead and connect the last one here. Alright, I had some coal in my inventory, so we're able to put a bunch in there. I just want to make sure it's heading up. Yes, okay. So it will fill up here. So now we can go ahead and head back toward the base. I want to, just to tie up this episode, go see what we have to put in the space elevator toward completing the second phase, and then in the next episode we will be getting our advanced steel production set up. And I'd also like to start, I want to make an object scanner, because you can use that to search for some other resources. Actually, okay, so like quartz and stuff like that, it looks like Caterium. So I think I want to find Caterium and quartz ore in the next episode as well. Like places where we can actually put miners on it so that we can start getting that MAM research finished. So I'd like to do that as an addition to the advanced steel production in the next episode. Okay, so it looks like we'll have a little ways to go. This one here is probably closer to the base, so we'll probably go over that way to find the quartz, but we'll also got to get the advanced steel production done so that we can actually get our hypertubes up. Okay, let's run up to the top floor, see what we have for the smart plating and adaptive frames. Alright, got a couple hundred of the adaptive frames done. Alright, like another 153 on the adaptive, or the smart plating. Soon we'll literally just have hypertubes we can hop in to get to what floor we need to be at. It's going to be amazing. I love the hypertubes. Makes it so much more convenient to get around your factory. Alright, perfect. We'll let all that stuff cycle into the space elevator there. Definitely getting there on the smart plating, that's for sure. So, yeah, this is where we're going to leave it for this episode, but please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will hope to see you in the next one when we'll be moving on to the advanced steel production.